Hello, hello, hello. My name is D'An Harold, and you are watching Sip and Sew with D'An Nicole. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to turn old t-shirts into a beautiful designer dress. So, these are the things that you're going to need. You're going to need 3 shirts. Now, in the summertime, if you want to do a summer dress, you take your old t-shirts, tank tops or something like that, if that's what you would like to use. But I'm going to make one that's long sleeve, okay? So that way I can be able to wear this throughout the whole year, all right? So the colors that I got, that I had around the house, was red, white, and blue, which is going to be pretty interesting. So we'll definitely be prepared for 4th of July. But first, you're going to need 3 t-shirts that are the same size. You're going to need thread, your measuring tape, of course, and your straight pins, your sewing machine, and don't forget the wine. Today, I am drinking strawberry mango Moscato. Yes, hunty. And it is so, it's so good. Yes. And what I'm going to do is, while I am teaching you how to do this DIY hack, every time that I say the word sew, you have to take a sip. Let's see how sauced we can get today. What you're going to do is cut out your shirts. So what I like to do is, this is going to be my top. Okay, so it's red, white, and blue. They're all the same size. Okay, and I have a blue one. So what I'm going to do is a little bit more trickier, but you can be able to do this too, okay? No worries. So the first thing I do with the first shirt is I'm going to measure how far down I want it to go. So from the shoulder to about here, I want the red to come over the bosom, okay? So that's about 13 inches from here. So I'm cutting it so it would be like right here to me. Okay? Let's fold this in half because it's probably easier. And you go 13. Or however far down you need to go. Alright, so now I have that. So this is going to be the top. It looks like a little crop top. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So this is the top of the dress. So then what you do is you take this and you're going to cut right underneath the arm. Okay, so just fold it in half, and you're going to cut it right underneath the armpit. Okay, you can use this for something else if you like. And you're going to do the same thing with the blue, or whatever color, 3 colors you choose. I like doing 3 colors. You can do 2, absolutely, if that's what you like. I like doing 3 because I get to make my own textile. And you're going to cut this one underneath as well. So, now that we've cut our shirts, you take the top, of course. It's like a crop top. Put that on off to the side. And now it's time to cut this into strips. Now, if you want to, you can make bigger blocks, and literally what you do is take these and attach them together, if that's truly what you want to do. And then this would be the top. If that's what you want to do, by all means, you can. But again, we want this to be designer, okay? You're going to take old shirts and create a designer dress. So, it's time to create some textiles. I'm going to stack them on top of each other. Make sure that they're all facing the same way. Folded side. It's all together. And you're going to just start cutting strips. It doesn't matter what size the strips are. Why? Because you're going to create stripes. Okay? So I'm just going to take this and go across. Make sure you have good scissors. My scissors have been through some things. And I believe my husband used these scissors for something other than my fabric. And if you know anything about sewing, you understand that you do not use any scissors. You don't use your scissors for anything else but fabric cutting. So anyway, I'm just going ahead and cutting out strips. So this way, I know exactly what I'm doing. This should only take you about an hour to make. These scissors aren't working. I told you I have so many scissors around here. Yeah, this is way better. And that now for the last one. So now that we have them all cut out, it's time to put them in place and figure out how you want your outfit to be. What type of dress do you want? What type of stripes? You come up with your pattern, okay? So once you figure out what pattern you're actually going to use, and as you can see I did red, white, and blue. Once you figure out your pattern, then you can start constructing the bottom part. Don't even worry about the top part because that's pretty much already done for you. So you're going to take your scissors, and this way it makes it easy for you to sew. Oh, I said the word sew. That's 2 sips for you. So, there it is again. Anyway, so when you have your pattern, we're going to focus on the bottom part. So the seam that you have on the side, you're going to go ahead and cut that. Just cut it right at the seam, because sometimes it can stretch out, and you want to make sure that you have all of your seams together. So the next thing you're going to do is, again, put this off to the side because you're not going to need this right now. Right now we're focusing on getting our pattern together. So I've already cut all of them, and you'll have your strips like this. So you see that seam that's in the middle? You're going to create one seam, all right? So you're going to lay that flat out, and you're going to take and put the right sides together, which means you're going to match the seams from your t-shirt together, and you'll pin. Okay? You'll just match it up all the way to the end, and you'll pin. Now, that's just one. So once you're done pinning, it's on to the next one, which means that you'll flip this over here, and you'll take the next and meet that right in the middle so the seam matches, because this is a pre-existing shirt, so you want to make sure the seams match. It should look like this. You're going to go to the sewing machine and you're going to sew each line all the way down, and it should create one piece of fabric. And just like that, you create your own textile. So we're ready to sew. I'm going to be using a straight stitch. Just make sure that you stretch a little bit along the way, and make sure that you double stitch. Okay, you do 2 seams. You want to make sure, because it's literally individual pieces connected together, you want to make sure that when you put it on, the seams don't pop or anything like that. But if it does, you have them reinforced so there is something there, so it won't be a hole and your butt won't be showing or anything like that, okay? But just so you know, don't be so rough on your clothes, okay? Now that we finished sewing, it should look like this. Isn't that pretty cool? So I have a serger, so what I did was went ahead and serged the inside of it just to make sure that it's reinforced. If you have a serger, then that's fine. If not, then just double seam. You have officially completed your textile. So as you can see, I think this is going to be pretty awesome. So now the next thing that we do is you want to make sure, you see how you have the strips and some of them are uneven, because again, fabric does walk. Also because it's been stretched out, it's old. So I'm just going to go through and make sure that it's all even with the actual one that goes with the top, which is the red. Okay? So this is when we bring this out, alright? So we want to make sure that we cut it with the red. So all these white and the blue that's over it, it's got to go. Straighten this one out. And we'll just go down the line. So you see how even that is now? Yes. So you're going to do that to both sides. You want to make sure it's all nice and neat. Make sure you cut the strings. Make sure you cut the thread and everything too. This is really something that's like so super duper easy. So I have all my stuff together. The next thing we're going to do is now add this to this, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to fold this in half, like so. Now you have to make sure that your seams match, okay? Make sure that your seams match. That's one of the ways it doesn't look homemade. So you see how we made the seams match on one side? You're going to make sure that you do that again on this side. You're going to pin it together with your pins, and then you're going to attach it to this. So you'll turn this inside out. You'll basically put the right sides together and you'll sew all the way around. Don't forget to match up your seams, okay? So you have, this is the bottom, this is the top. You're going to make sure that your seams that are on the side, this side and this side, you're going to make sure that it matches up, okay? All right. We've put the side seam together. And this should be pretty interesting. And let's see what it looks like. Oh yes, it's gorgeous. And the seams match up. Yo! Yes! So, you have your designer dress almost done. So again, see how I said you turned it inside out? Because it was on the wrong side, so now it's on the right side. So then what you do is you take your shirt. You're going to put that inside out. So basically you're going to put you're going to put right sides together. Okay? And what you do is you're going to put this inside of here. Because you want the two to come together. So you'll take the side seam and match it up to this side seam at the top. That's the first thing you do. The difference in making your clothes look homemade and not homemade is good tailoring. I'm burping, y'all. That means I'm getting there. So, like I said, the difference of having a good fit and an ill-fitting is the construction and also the seams. So this color blocking that you're doing, when you pull off the side seams and everything is perfect, no one can deny. I don't care if you've only been sewing for an hour, okay? If this is your first sewing tutorial, this is your first time sewing, I'm glad that I'm doing it with you. So you're just gonna sew, you're just gonna pin this together and you're gonna sew it on the sewing machine. Now you see how many times I said sew. I'm doing that on purpose. Get the drinking. You've completed your dress. You've reinforced all the seams. You've attached the top of the shirt, the last piece of the puzzle, to the bottom. You now have yourself a designer dress from 3 old shirts. Now you can do this same technique with t-shirts, with long sleeve, short sleeve, cap sleeve, or tank tops. Either way, it doesn't matter what type of shirt you use. If you use 3, you can be able to recreate this. And this only takes an hour, probably less than that. Now, it's your choice if you want to do thinner stripes or you can do thicker stripes. Okay, the most popular is the thicker stripes, but again, you want to look like $1,000,000, then it does take a little bit of work. So I'd say in total tops, it's about an hour that it would take you to do this, especially if you're a novice, but I think it comes off good either way. So this sort of gives me that 90s feel, you know, Tommy Hilfiger. Add some black accents, and I definitely think this can be pulled off. So, you know how I am, and you know what time it is. It's time to play dress up. That concludes another tutorial. I think it went awesome. How about you? How did you like your dress? How did your colors come out? Like, comment, and subscribe, and please comment below and let me know exactly what you felt and what you thought. I just want to thank everybody for being a part of this tutorial and sewing along with me. You guys are awesome. It's amazing how you can turn old t-shirts into something that looks designer. If there's a tutorial request that you would like to see, please let me know. We're doing tutorials every single day. Who does that? Me, because I'm the people's designer. Please tag me in any pictures that you've done in order to recreate this look. I thank you so much for being a part of this and watching the tutorials and coming to my channel and being a part of the Model Haven family. It's Model Haven Boutique on all social media platforms. Again, fashion is my ministry, the runway is my pulpit, and I'm calling everybody to the altar. Stay tuned for another Sip and Sew with D'An Nicole.